Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is the 31st day of May 2021, and boy, has a lot changed since our last video that we've done in Vechain. We're going to talk about Vechain today, give you all our expectations as to where we're seeing price go so that we can win in the market. This is our updated price forecast into the market in Vechain. We're all about price and understanding where market is going to go so that we can get in position and win and dominate this space. So if you want to follow us, if you want to join this community, you're more than welcome to. You do that by liking the video, sharing the video, and also subscribing here to the channel. We're one of the easiest organizations that's able to pinpoint price movement all without being confused. So we definitely look forward to you all coming on board and joining our community. So real quick, the last time we did our price prediction into the market in Vechain was actually on May the 4th, which is right here. We're not hiding anything from you all, being fully transparent. We expected the price in Vechain to go lower, right? Now, we've had our restriction area in the market in Vechain right there around 22 cents, okay? Initially, the market in Vechain from the outset maintained the strength, right? I would say following our prediction on May the 4th, the next 6 days or 5 days of trading, the market in Vechain went higher. So we were well in position way before time to see this market in Vechain drop in price, right? We already saw that the weakness was coming through in Vechain on May the 4th. Now the trap, he was able to increase this price an additional 5 trading days. And he was able to take the market price all the way up here towards 25 cents before we saw the reduction and lower price. Okay. This is one key reason why we don't emphasize stop losses on this channel. If you're going to have any stop losses, it needs to be the one that only you know about. Don't tell no one where your stop losses are at. It needs to be something that you hold mentally in your own mind and say, okay, if price gets to this particular level, I will have to cut my losses. Don't place it in the exchange. Don't give the trap that much information, because he will utilize that and trade against you to when you were right the whole time, right? You guys can see that we were right in our prediction. Now, if we did have stop loss, we would not be able to capitalize on 16%, or we wouldn't even be able to capitalize if we were to get out today at 44%. So only you need to know your stop losses. Don't give nobody else that much power. You're literally holding up the white flag and say, okay, I'll lose the war, I'll lose the battle here at this particular price. And they'll meet you there and take you out. And then they'll take the price to where you originally expected it to go. So you need to know your stop losses. Don't tell no one where your stop losses are going to be at. All right, so congratulations to those who's able to see the weakness way ahead of time, like we did. 60.82% was taken right there on the 12th. So we did the video on May the 4th. May the 12th, the market came. 8 days in, the market came and has taken out our TP price. So now let's take that away. Obviously, our lines that we have here on our chart is not effective, being at where the market is. And if anything told you that we were seeing a massive change occur into the market in Vechain, it was right here on this day, May the 10th. That's where your ears, your eyes should have been a little bit more focused on the chart and reading a little bit in depth to say, okay, something is occurring into the market. And then you had another opportunity to see weakness as well, right here on the 12th of May. That was your second indication that Vechain is weak. This is how you're able to read the markets and reduce losses as well as profit. So let's get rid of that line. And I want to take this ascending line, since we now know that the market in Vechain is broken to the upside. We are not expecting the price to go higher, not right now. And we're going to follow the trend into the market in Vechain. So for the most part, this is where the trend is going. Okay, we are seeing the market in Vechain in a downtrend. Now, of late, we have seen also the market in Vechain come through and hold this area as support. Okay, we've seen it. Very positive to see the market in Vechain come and hold these particular areas as support. I will say maybe around 9 cents, 9.5 cents is where this market area in Vechain is grabbing that support. Okay, is it only a momentary thing, or have we really found the bottom into the market in these currencies? Right now, yes, we're still seeing the ability of Vechain give us some strength and anticipated price movement, but we're not going to be overly bullish. Okay, we're not saying that the market's going to resume back up to this massive uptrend that we once saw that started all the way back in the beginning of the year, right? But you can still capitalize on the market headed higher. Now, in Vechain's case, this is already the first area of restriction. Okay, right there around 12 cents. Then the next area would be around 13, almost 14 cents. That's about it. Okay, I'm not telling you that this market in Vechain is going to hit all the way up there back up to 25 to 28 cents. Not yet. So we're going to hold this restriction area into the market in Vechain here. And we're about to break this descending line, right? I'm still seeing the strength come through the market in Vechain on the daily time frame, which is still pretty good to see, but I'm not going to be extremely bullish neither. All right. So what we're going to do is I am expecting the market to break that descending line. So I'm going to take that away, and we're going to see this market in Vechain try to hold this range. Okay. So let's do that. Extend this out just a tad further. And within this trader range, I'm looking for the market in Vechain to trade sideways. Okay. Now, looking at this on the 5-day time frame, this tells me that the market in Vechain is still giving us a little bit more weakness. So that's why I'm not going to be overly bullish and anticipating this market to go higher. I might not even put in a prediction if the market doesn't reflect a lot of strength here in Vechain. Okay. So real quick, let's look at this on the hourly time frame. I do like it, but I'm not really expecting a lot of higher price movement. Maybe 12 cents to 13, and that's about it. So when I put this in, for the market to go to 12 cents, that's 5% price movement higher, which will take that out the market, and that's about it. Maybe to 13 cents, and that's 14.25%. And I'm not really expecting too much out of that. Okay. It is what it is. The market currently is still in a downtrend. We're just bouncing in between these areas of support right now in Vechain. Okay. So as we continue to see this market do that, we'll have a better idea if we're going to break this restriction line to the upside above 13 cents, or will we break our support area of 9 cents to the downside. We'll get a better idea throughout this trading week. But for the moment, this is all that I'm seeing on the chart. So now is your turn. What do you all see on the chart in Vechain? Where do y'all think the price is going to go? Where would you take your profit? Okay, now you all know that we really don't cover this currency on a day-to-day basis. So give me your price prediction in Vechain in the next 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Where do you think the price is going to be? Because you need to get in position, and you need to do it the unconfusing way, right? It needs to be clear. It needs to be a clear cut. The language that you utilize doesn't need to be confusing. And where would you take your profit? That's it. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.